Welcome. Namaste. I bow to your presence. This practice is about persistence. Abhyasa means to practice in a disciplined and methodical way. Patanjali defines Abhyasa as the practice or discipline that is used to attain and remain in a state of harmony with the self. To benefit from Abhyasa, he recommends practicing for a longer time, practicing without interruption, and staying committed to the practice. With this type of determined attitude, we will eventually attain our goal of controlling the mind and body. Sustaining this effort, however, even among setbacks, requires patience and understanding. Abhyasa helps us by staying focused on our purpose and engaging in regular physical, mental, and spiritual practice. Persistence coupled with kindness will ultimately produce the most optimal results. Remembering to practice with kindness to yourself and modify any pose that is too difficult or uncomfortable. One way to modify the poses today will be with a strap, that you can use the loop of a strap to reach to your foot or anywhere and extend your reach without compromising your alignment and pose. So to first master the basics of the pose, you may need blocks, you may need straps, so that you learn what the proper alignment should be and feel like in your body. Always want to have strong groundwork before getting up on the horse, right? So training a horse is like learning to be patient and understanding and really understand the personality of that horse and see what it's best suited for, and then work together to achieve that optimal result. We'll start standing and just begin with some basic warm-ups. Coming to stand with feet parallel, arms at your side, palms face forward to open the heart a little more and draw the shoulder blades into the back, the navel to the spine, so you have a comfortable but steady pose. Breathe into this pose, inhaling and exhaling through the nose as much as possible. Relax your abdomen and fill your lungs from the bottom of the hips to the top of the throat. When you reach the top of the inhalation, just relax and let that breath go until every drop of air is gone and you start the next breath. And we'll start moving the arms in rhythm with the breath, lifting them on the inhale till the palms touch, drawing the palms together down through the heart and bowing the head, release the arms. Then start the next inhale, sweeping them up. And exhale down the midline. Repeat as often as you breathe, whatever tempo that is today. Great. Now rest the arms, hold the hips, And circle those hips around a few times. Very good. And reverse the direction, so you're going the opposite way. Great. And then rest in stillness once more. Tadasana, strong as a mountain, steady and easeful. Nothing to prove. Just simple, steady breathing. Now, continuing some more movement, bend the knees, cup the palms, face up, and then lift, inhaling up through the chest. Invert the palms all the way to the sky, press up. And on the exhale, open the arms, bend the knees, sweep back down, and start again. Inhaling, palms up, invert. And then exhaling, open, bend down. Just flow at your own natural pace. If you feel inclined to pick up that pace, you may do so. And then ease back down. To rest down with the arms. All right, twist to the left, look back behind, and then inhale, face front, and exhale, twist to the right. Look behind and inhale, turn to center. Open the arms and do the same, twist to the left, exhale, left arm back as far as it'll go. Inhale to face center, and exhale, twist to the right, right arm drawing back, 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 and inhale, face the center. And interlace hands behind the head, and look up, inhale, tilt back, and exhale, chin down, elbows forward. Breathing normally. Open on the inhale, arch back, and exhale, round forward, chin to chest. Great. Finishing that. Bend the knees, slide hands down to the knees. And continue flowing down with the hands, folding over bent knees. All right, walking the knees straight in one leg, and then the opposite. The hips allow to move around, side to side, figure eight. And then squat down, lift the heels, open the knees wider than the elbows. Inhale, draw the shoulders back, widen the knees. On the exhale, fold forward, straighten the knees. And repeat, inhale, squatting down. And exhale, folding forward. Good. Finish that. Exhale, then roll the back up. Come up to the front of the mat. Stand. Breathe. Return to that basic awareness of alignment from the crown of the head through the hips, and down through the feet. One straight plumb line. Then step the right foot back, warrior one stance, right heel down. Turn the right hip forward and level the hips. Then hold that, maintain that through muscular energy, drawing the muscles to the bone, straightening the back knee. And we'll start some shoulder circles. Inhale, lifting, opening, around and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round and down. Keeping the back leg straight and rigid the entire time. And one more circle. Then open the arms at shoulder height. Draw the shoulder blades into the back, arms as wide as they can go. Rigid in the back leg, straighten the knee if it's bent. Then start twisting to the left, looking back behind you, and drawing that left shoulder blade into the back. Then release to the center. Lift the arms, step forward, and rest the arms, returning to that basic alignment. The foundation through the soles of the feet. Your awareness of the plumb line running down through the crown of the head. And then step the left foot back. Bend the right knee as you would for warrior. When the feet are solid, engage muscular energy to strengthen and stabilize. Begin to circle the arms, starting with small circles, and if you feel inclined to enlarge the circles for a series of breaths. Right. Lift up the arms and open them at shoulder height. Draw the shoulder blades into the back. And now slowly twist to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. And you're gazing back behind you. Hugging the legs to the midline. And releasing the arms up. And stepping forward, returning to our mountain pose. Just basic standing balance. Good. Now, warming up a little more with a sun salute. Surya Namaskar. Hands at the heart. Breathe in, broaden the shoulders. Exhale, release hands down. Then sweep up, inhaling till the palms touch. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, walk the feet back to high plank. Then exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, curl the shoulders up in cobra pose. And exhale, release down, curl the toes under, lift and press back, downward dog. Take 3 breaths, relaxing the shoulders and knees as you inhale, and then strengthen and lengthen the legs and arms as you exhale to fully stretch the spine. Inhale, step forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, lift the arms, touch the palms, extend the legs down. And exhale, rest arms at your side. Returning to that basic alignment. Then repeat sun salutation A. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Walk back, high plank. And exhale, lower slowly, carefully. Inhale, roll up into a back bend. And exhale, release. Curl the toes under. Press back to downward dog. And stay with your breath. Pulsing, strengthening, and stretching on the exhale. Lengthen one more. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise, stand tall, lengthen, and with the exhale, draw the hands down through the midline, through the heart, and let them rest. Take a breath. Reorient to this basic standing position, Tadasana. Master this pose first before moving on to more advanced poses. And start another sun salutation. Inhale, lift up the heart. Sweep up with the arms. Then exhale, bow slowly, carefully. Hands down, walk back. High plank. And exhale, lowering with control. Inhale, curling the shoulders up. Squeeze the buttocks. And exhale, release, down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, press back to downward dog. Taking deep breaths. Finishing one breath before starting the next. And look up, step or hop forward to the hands. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the arms, extending. And exhale, allow arms to rest, back to Tadasana. Inner body strong, bright, and steady. So the softness of the skin can be felt. The softness of the breath. Now we're going to come down onto hands and knees next. To start. So, face this way. So, have a little balance on that left knee while you raise the right leg. Keeping the hips level. Now bring the right knee into the chest, the nose down towards the knee. Then inhale, extend the leg, lift the head. Repeat that movement. Using core strength to stay balanced. Now we'll circle that right knee, take it out to the side, forward and under to back. So making nice careful circles with that right knee and reverse the circles so you can go both second direction. And rest the right knee down. We'll do the left side. Starting with that leg lifted, the hips level, hands strongly gripping the floor, the mat, and moving now with the breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend it. Circle the left knee, take it out wide, forward, and then back. And change the direction of those circles. Rest the left knee down, widen the knees, and slowly sink back to child's pose. Bowing head down, either to rest on the mat or on the backs of your hands or a block. Just feeling the natural flow of the breath and where the body expands and feels the breath penetrate, so that you can saturate every nook and cranny of your body with that sweet breath. Now coming up again to hands and knees for low lunge. Step right foot forward. Move the left knee back and press down through that back leg as much as the front. And you lift your hands up to the knee. Inhale, taking time to orient yourself, to strengthen through the core. And relax the shoulders. Find the most comfortable alignment. Lift the arms, keeping that easefulness in the shoulders, the steadiness in the hips, and the sweet flowing breath. You can patiently wait for each breath to complete before starting the next. And lower the hands down. The left fingertips on a block or on the floor to twist now and raise the right arm. Gaze up to the right hand. Maintain that connection to the midline through the right leg. Hug the right knee into the midline so it keeps the inner edge of that right foot glued to the mat. Now lower the right hand down and start to straighten the right leg. Inhale, lift the shoulders up and back. Lift up the right toes. And exhale, fold a little forward over the right hip. In each breath, soften the knee, relax the shoulders, align the neck and spine. On the exhale, take the stretch a little deeper by hugging the muscles to the bone, squeezing the kneecap and the quadricep, and pulling the thigh bone all the way back into the hip socket, safe and secure. Continuing to breathe. Patience, kindness will produce the results you want. And use whatever props are available or useful to you. Blocks under the hands would be adaptation, modification for this pose. Now, start to walk the hands over to the left. Pivot the left knee, turn it 90 degrees to the side. Keep walking the left hand all the way to the back corner of the mat. Open the right arm, lift it up, and extend through the right side of the body, pressing the sole of the right foot down. Open the hips, open the shoulders, tilt the head back. Release, bring the hands back to the floor and walk them halfway. Lift up the back here. Spin the right toes up. Now, press down through the left knee, lift up through the left arm. Feel this left side stretch now. And begin to crescent over that right leg, sliding the right hand down the knee to the shin, or using props as helpful. Could use a prop under the right hand. And release. And come back to facing forward on the mat. Curl the toes under, lift the knees to downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. We are facing downward. And look up, step the left foot through. Lower the right knee down. Press down through the legs and lift up partway. Re-energize the muscular energy through the core of the pelvis and the inner thighs. Hug the muscles to the bone so you're steady, strong, and determined. You can lift the arms while leaving the shoulders relaxed, the head neutral, and the breath smooth, deep, and refreshing. And lower the hands, right fingertips down, windmill the left arm back up, and you're twisting to gaze up to that left hand. So roll the shoulders back, pull the navel in, and really breathe through every pore of your body, so your whole body breathes. And lower the left hand down and begin to straighten this left leg. Move it forward an inch or two, lift up the toes, lift up your back, put props, blocks under the hands, whatever you need to do to find good alignment in the spine, neck, and shoulders. And then patiently, with your breath, begin to explore deeper into the stretch. Inhale, softening, sensing how you're aligning, if you're tensing the neck or shoulders. On the exhale, consciously engage the muscles in the legs, around the knees and the quads. Be very steady and strong with that muscular energy in the hips and legs, so that you can relax more in the neck and shoulders. You feel safe, secure in this pose because you are engaging the muscles that you're stretching, protecting the ligaments and tendons, and observing proper alignment in the skeletal system. Using patience and kindness to explore the possibilities As you come to understand your body and mind more deeply, and respect your own peculiarities, personalities. Relax and rest here as we start to twist. Walk the hands around to the back of the mat. Pivot with the right knee. Keep the right hand down. Lift the left arm up and extend that left side of the body to really open through the chest. Press down through the left foot. Squeeze the buttocks a little so that you get a little hint of a back bend here. And now release and bring the hands in front of the right knee so that you can lift up the back. And we go to gate pose. Left hand slides down the left leg as the right arm reaches up. And first we anchor through the legs. Push down through that right knee so you can lengthen the spine. And slowly, kindness, patience, your persistence will pay off in the best possible way. And then release, coming up. Well, turn around once more to the front. Go into camel pose. This is camel pose with the hands to the back of the hips. Squeeze the buttocks, hugging the thighs into the midline. Lengthen the neck, the throat, arch back. Inhale, then exhale, round forward. Fold into child's pose, hands to the heels. Inhale, lift the heart, lift back and arch back to your camel. And exhale, fold and round forward down to child's pose. A few more repetitions at your own speed. And as you practice, this becomes so familiar. You can do it without thinking. Now come back to rest on hands and knees. Curl the toes under and push back to down dog. I'm going to move back and forth from plank to down dog. Inhale, bring the shoulders forward to high plank. And on the exhale, lift through the navel, push the hips back, and extend the arms forward, down dog. Flowing back and forth. Breathing your way through the flow. And you can also modify and have knees on the floor as you do this. Great. Push back to down dog. Lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee and sweep it forward behind the right wrist, coming to pigeon pose. Move the left knee back. Roll the shoulders back. Pull the navel in and hug the outer hips into the core of the pelvis. stabilize through the foundation before deepening the stretch. And then when you're ready, you may want to come forward to the elbows, being patient and kind to yourself. Move slowly, persistently deeper until you might encounter a red flag in the knee or somewhere in your body. And it warns you you've reached your limit. You better back up a little bit and realign. Be more careful with the basic alignment of the pose before pushing your body deeper. Remembering that muscular energy of hugging into the core of the pelvis, into the midline, to protect the tendons and joints. Now, please lift. Step the right foot back. Breathe deep breaths. Downward dog. And then three-legged dog. Now, lifting the left leg up. And bend the left knee, sweep it forward behind the left wrist into pigeon, Ekapada Rajakapotasana. Start with good alignment, lifting enough to roll the shoulders back, level the hips, and engage the muscles in the hips and pelvis, thighs and legs to really connect. Squeeze muscles to the bone. Come down at a gradual pace, patiently waiting at each stage until your breath is once more easeful, nourishing every part of your body. When your body is comfortable and relaxed enough, it can just flow to a deeper stretch. Remembering to connect with muscular energy through the core of the pelvis to stay aligned, engaged, and safe while you stretch. Now, from pigeon pose, lift up, press, step back to down dog, and inhale to high plank. Okay, exhale, low plank, where you're hovering halfway between straight arms and to the floor. Relax and rest to the floor. And the hands under the shoulders, tuck the elbows in and press down through the hips and feet for cobra pose. Come up slowly and gradually. Each inhale, another inch. Exhale, realigning the neck and shoulders. Just keep squeezing the buttocks, the lower back. Support the pose with that strong back muscle. Good, and rest as you come down. Release the arms back behind. The chin to the side, the heels may open as you relax and let go of that effort. For locust pose, squeeze the legs together, press the tops of the feet down and push the hips down. Start to roll the shoulders up Lift the chest, stretch back through the fingertips. Inhale, lifting the shoulders a little more. And exhale, squeezing more in the lower back and the buttocks, thighs. Alternative positions, you might try clasping the hands behind the back, or placing the hands face down under the hips and just lifting the legs. Now, rest completely flat, chin to the other side. Let it go. Now, gradually bring yourself up to standing. Take a wide stance, facing the side of the mat. Hands on the knees, and the feet parallel. And we'll just go a little from side to side, stretching the inner leg. Okay, you can either keep the hands on the knees or try walking the hands along the floor from side to side. If you are ready to, lift the heel, squat down, and then do the next side. Lift that heel, squat down, and each side again. Now while you're squatting on that side, you can lift up the opposite arm, twist and gaze up. And then do the second side. Twist and look up. And back to the center. Lift the hips up, fold straight forward. And soften the knees, lift the back up. Good. Spin the right toes towards that end of the mat. Bend the right knee and warrior two. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, tighten the core as you might deepen the pose. Great. Now bring that right elbow down to the right knee, the left arm over the ear. Extended side angle pose. All right, now look down. Bring the hands down to the mat. Walk the hands away. You might need to lengthen your stance to get to the floor, or use blocks under the hands. Good. And walk this right arm outside the right leg. Lift the left hand across and open the left arm to triangle pose. Modify the pose, putting the right hand on a block or on that right shin so that you can align the shoulders, taking that left shoulder back, the right shoulder under, and breathing through the whole body. Good. And come up to turn the feet. Turn the left toes to the end of the mat. Open the arms, warrior two. Inhale, noticing the alignment, that you're not too far forward over the left hip or too far in, down with the chest, that your inner body is bright, the shoulders are broad, and you draw the shoulder blades together to really open the heart more. Your gaze could be forward over the left hand, but just notice when you turn your gaze, does that bring your right hip forward as well? You want to keep the hips more facing the side of the mat. So really engage through this right inner thigh. Keep it steady, strong. And then to side angle pose. Left elbow to left knee. And after starting there, you may be progressing to bring the left hand down to a block or to the mat. But we never progress to that next stage until we've mastered and perfected the alignment at the most basic level. Now bring both hands down, touching the mat. And walk the hands diagonally away. Spiral the inner thighs back and apart. Really lengthen your stance to the max. Getting ready for triangle pose. Okay, so you can start with a modification. Have that left hand on the left shin as you straighten the left leg. Or the left hand may be able to reach to a block on the floor, inside or outside that left leg. Draw the right fingertips up and across the chest to broaden the chest first and seat the arm bone into the shoulder socket. And then we're in Trikonasana. Beautiful, good. Keep breathing to the fingertips on the inhale. Squeeze to the core on the exhale. One more breath to give space to the pose and release down. Good. And just pivot the feet and roll back up. Simple, easy. All right, step the feet together for a little balance here with this. This is where a strap may be of use, that you can have a loop ready in your strap. Depending on your flexibility, you would have a bigger loop or a tighter loop if you're getting more flexible. So first, standing on the loop with the right foot. Bring all the weight, balance into the left leg so that you can bend the right knee, lift the right foot up off the mat. Right, good. Keep the shoulders back, your alignment like you had with Tadasana. And start to extend the right leg forward. Choke up on the strap, bend the right knee until you have once more the alignment of plumb line from the crown of the head to the sole of the foot. Once you've mastered that alignment, then you start straightening the right leg or shortening the strap or holding on to the big toe or the outer edge of that right foot. With Hasta Pada Dasana. All right, and try opening that right leg to the side. And release forward and down. You did one side. Now, strap on the left foot. Balance on the right leg. Bend the right leg a little bit so that you can lift up the left foot. Roll the shoulders back. And balance the crown of the head over the right foot. Okay, so I'm shortening the strap, bending the left knee more. And when I'm ready, start to push that left foot forward into the strap. Perfect the alignment, the balance. And then you can start to deepen the stretch, either by shortening the strap or taking hand to foot. Some people choose the big toe. It's a little shorter reach. Others, teachers will tell you hold the outer edge of the foot because there's less strain on that toe joint if you do this. Here, and then open the left leg. Take it out to the side and release down. So that's a hard one, and will take a lot of practice, but don't give up, be persistent, you will get it. Next we'll come to a little easier position on hands and knees. Now, step a right foot to the right edge of the mat. So right arm is inside the knee. Move the left knee back and hug the inner legs towards the midline. So engage the inner thighs, the pelvic floor. So safely stretching. And gradually bending the elbows as those hips and thighs get a deeper stretch. You may use the blocks under the hands or under the elbows to get to the appropriate height. You may want to lift the back knee, straight leg, lunge. And release this side, step the right foot back, and bring the left foot through. Lizard lunge. As we come to this side, start gradually, be patient, and always practice loving kindness to yourself. And it may take some tough kindness also, where you're really working those thigh muscles, pelvic floor muscles, lower abdomen, in order to stay aligned and safe. Patience and understanding. Deep breathing. And you will obtain the optimal results. Which for each person are different, depending on your personalities, talents, abilities. Now rest. And go back, step the left foot back to downward dog. All right, time for side plank. Turn the heels to the right, balance on the right arm, and you can modify bringing the right knee down to the mat. Turn to look up to the left arm. Now, really roll the shoulder blades down into the back. Pull the navel to the spine. Good. All right. So stay with this modification with the right knee down and try and lift the left leg horizontal. Or try a more advanced version of side plank with both legs straight. Or try a more advanced version, lift the left leg up. Perfect the alignment, the balance, and you can go on to bind the left foot and extend it up. Now, let's do the second side. Press back to down dog. And balance on the left arm. Turn the heels to the left. And modify as needed. The left knee down, and the right arm up. Maybe try lifting the right leg. Or extend both legs. Lift the hips. Open the chest. Perfect that balance and alignment before you move on to lifting the right leg, next stage, or binding the right hand to the right foot. Now, step back to down dog and come to seated. And widen the legs. Spread the toes. And tilt the lower back in anteriorly towards the navel. And roll the shoulders up and back. Perfect that alignment, the basic form of the pose before you deepen to a more advanced stretch. Always with kindness, patience, and understanding. Not everyone is put together the same way. Flexibility varies from person to person. And breathe deeply. And you might like to give your head something to press down against, and that will naturally help lengthen the spine, and it may cause you to go much deeper into the pose than you had previously. It's kind of a and lift and rest upright. Bring the soles of the feet together. Tough to lift the knees. And if you want, lift the hips up onto a blanket. Make it a little more easy to fold forward in cobbler pose. Inhale to a straight back. Perfect that basic alignment before going deeper into the stretch. Inhale, lengthen, align, relax the shoulders, engage the inner thighs, and breathe through the whole body. striking a balance between our dedicated effort, persistence towards a goal, but also our non-attachment to that goal. So just letting the process, the practice, be our reward, not any specific goal of flexibility, strength, or balance. We're just learning more about controlling our body and mind. If the mind is restless, teach it to be patient. Now, lift the knees and go onto a reclining position on the back. And stretch out the legs and the arms in opposite directions. Take full body stretch. And then bring the hands interlaced behind the head. Lift the knees. And then exhale, draw the knees up, the elbows forward, trying to touch the knees and the elbows. Inhale, lower the head, and exhale, repeat that, touching elbows to knees. Building basic core strength so that you'll have the stamina and strength to continue deeper and hold poses longer. Now, doing opposite elbow to knee. And you'll really be ready for Shavasana after this. Okay, and rest the feet down, the knees still bent, and open the arms wide, or cactus arms if you're limited space. And then windshield wiper the knees, taking them to one side for a breath. And then switching, flopping over to the next side, resting there for a breath. And go back to the first side. If knees are to the right, bring the right hand to the inner right knee. Turn the head to the left. Rest there. Breathing through that whole side body. And then switch sides. Flop the knees over to the left side. And bring the left hand down to the inner left knee. Stretch the right arm away, twisting to this side. Breathing along the right side of the body. And lift the knees. Good. And walk the heels in, press the feet down, and lift the sides of the hips. Clasp the hands, or hold the backs of the heels. Lift up the hips, lift up the chin, and hold bridge pose with patience. Sometimes we have to hold poses a little bit longer than normal to find the full depth of the pose. And slowly release down. Stretch out in Shavasana. Lengthen the legs, widen them to the width of the mat. And then open the palms face up, shoulder blades flat. The head, neck, and spine all in one straight line. Everything aligned and balanced, comfortable and at ease, so that you can just concentrate on your breath. Witness the flow of the air in and out without trying to change it or control it. It's merely observing it. And over time, it will naturally smooth out, quiet down, become more peaceful and easeful. Your body knows how to do this. You don't even have to think about it. It's easy now to let all the muscles in your body become more loose and limp. You might notice your head becoming heavier, your shoulders sinking deeper into the floor, your back relaxing, letting go of tension. Your hips softening, the legs feeling heavy, and the feet softening, spreading, enjoying this freedom. Freedom to completely let go of all effort. Freedom from having to do anything. Simply witnessing this miraculous body of yours, the life-giving breath that you breathe. Never ceasing to be amazed by that magical breath. How simple diaphragmatic breathing can cure so many illnesses and emotions. So, just being conscious and honoring that beautiful breath with gratitude, knowing it's your kindness and persistence, patience that will produce the most optimal results. Peace, peace, peace. Fully deepen your breath to bring more energy into the body and ask the muscles to start to return to moving, awake enough to roll to your side, to a fetal position. And checking in once more with a touch of breath in the nostrils. Come back up to an easy seated pose where you're fully conscious, awake, and alert. Able to sit in Sukhasana with good alignment, with balancing the plumb line from the crown of the head down through the sitting bones, with enough muscular energy in the abdomen and pelvis to stay steady, balanced and strong, with persistence, kindness, and patience. I bow to you. Namaste.